Hey everyone! Okay, so first off, you may notice my surroundings are not my room, and no, this is also not my home. I am at work right now having to do this update because I was not able to go home after I came into work Friday night. We got too much snow, and even though we got a lot where I work, we got even more at my house because I live about an hour from where I work. So, no home for me, sleeping on an air mattress at work. And it looks like I'm probably gonna have to stay here throughout the day again. And then maybe Monday morning, I'll be able to get home. Although we're supposed to get more snow Tuesday night through early Wednesday morning. So I may be staying again throughout the week. Don't really know how that's gonna go, but anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that's why this looks different. And also, this video probably will not be uploaded today, which today is Sunday, February 1st. Honestly, if I can get home Monday, then it'll be uploaded Monday. If I can't get home, who knows when it'll be uploaded. So anyway, I wanted to give a little bit of update about what I've read, and to also let you guys know that even though this will technically be my first video for February, I will not be going over, because I currently can't, what my February TBR is and all of that, because I do not have that information right now, and I would like to be at home and do that video. So as long as I can upload this video sometime this week, hopefully, I will also be making videos for my February TBR and all that. That'll come out later in the week. And if it just gets to be too late in the week, then it'll just come out the next Sunday. But yeah, so reading updates for January. I was the last two books that I wanted to finish that were on my January TBR were Venom in the Blood by Tracy Buchanan, which I was listening to on audio from Apple Books. And then I was reading Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett, which I was reading in an actual copy. I finished Venom in the Blood earlier tonight, and oh my God, it was actually such a good book, and it literally blew my mind. Like, the ending conclusion and who the serial killer was, I didn't actually come to that conclusion until over halfway, and then for a minute I was like, no, it can't be that. No, it's got to be somebody else. And so I quickly dismissed that thought. But as we got closer to the end, and with in the last 10 chapters, I was like, wait, what if it really is this character? And then 5 chapters later, we found out that yes, it was that character, and it totally blew my mind. And it leaves a couple of questions unanswered, but not in a cliffhanger way. Because there are 2 other books in this series. It's the Dr. Marwood series, I guess. But it's just so good. So even though the next book, takes place in a new place, it still has the same main female character. And it's just a continuation of her adventures and journey being a forensic entomologist. Super interesting, by the way, and a little disturbing. But yeah, so I think I'm definitely gonna be getting the next book on audio and listening to it. The audio was just, honestly, I really liked the audio. I don't listen to a lot of audiobooks, but I really liked this one. So I recommend you get the audiobook. I don't know if there's actual physical copies out. I would imagine there are, but Apple Books doesn't have a copy for you to buy like on like an e-book. They only have the audiobook up. And since I was already buying some other books and things, I didn't even think, well, no, I think I did look on the Barnes & Noble website, and they also only had the audio. So I'm not actually sure if there's physical copies for the books out. I've only seen audio, but it was really great audio. Anyway, okay, so I'm in a different section now. I'm getting ready to start getting everybody up. It's currently 4:59 a.m. But yeah, the other book I wanted to talk about was Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I am a couple chapters in, like a third of the way. So I didn't finish that at the end of January, but I'm really liking it so far. So I anticipate that I'm probably gonna read at least a few more chapters today before I try and get some sleep on my air mattress. And since I'm not currently reading any other books on my Kindle app or on my Apple Books app, I will just be reading this. So even though I'm not finishing it in January, I will be finishing it in the next few days. So I'm a little sad that I couldn't finish the last two books before it ticked over to February 1st. But honestly, I am proud of myself for finishing the other 5 books in my TBR, because I think I said this in one of my earlier videos when I was making the TBR. I don't usually like to assign too many books for me to read in a month. Like I don't like to really make a TBR because then I feel pressured to read or listen or whatever to the book. And I just really don't like that pressure. It kind of puts me off, which is also why I didn't want to make a big TBR. But yeah, I'm actually really proud of myself for the most part. I mean, I got a third into this book, and then, you know, now it's February. So I'm proud of myself for how far I have gotten in it. Now, I don't think there was really any other reading updates that I wanted to talk about. I know there were a few books in January that came out that I was looking forward to that I haven't tried to read yet, because I wanted to try and get through my physical TBR before I looked at any of the other books that were new releases that came out. So yeah, I'll be going back and looking at the ones that I didn't get to, because I think I did get to 2 of them that were new releases because I was just so excited about them. But then I think there were a few others on my new release. I know one for sure that I didn't get to that I wanted to put on my TBR for next month. And then one other one I know for sure that I usually read as an ebook. So I'll be buying that and reading it soon. And I think there might have been 2 or 3 others that were on my releases for January, but not books that I had necessarily heard a lot about, but that I had seen that they were new releases when I was, you know, like looking through books and stuff, and they sounded super interesting, so I put them up there so I would remember them, so if I saw them or decided to buy them later, I had the titles. But yeah, I think that's gonna be all for this video and update whenever I upload it. I do need to start actually doing my job and getting people up for the morning. So I hope that you all have had a great weekend, and I hope that whenever I upload this, you've had a good start to your February. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully with my video on my February TBR and all that. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, all right, bye everybody.